Virgo, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Yoga, better known as the Oracle G. Okay, yes. So look, let's tap into your energy right now, and just see what's coming through for you. Okay, so this is going to be a two-card energy check-in. I'm gonna try to make this as brief as possible, but Virgo, you already know our readings be like 2-3 freaking videos. Okay, but let's see what's up. All right, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay. So thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, my true guides, for showing up. All right, so what's Virgo's current energy? The Hierophant in the reverse. And what's the message that Spirit wants Virgo to know? The Queen of Swords in the reverse, honey. What is happening? We definitely going to have to be... All right, Virgo. So with this Hierophant coming in the reverse, so say like right now you may be questioning like structures, okay? You may be questioning, especially spiritual, all right? You may be questioning like relational or internal ones, all right? Like the old ways of doing things. You may be like, this doesn't resonate with me anymore, okay? So I do feel like you're feeling a pull to unlearn, or to like detach, okay, from old structures, from old roles that you've outgrown, right? You may be even challenging authority, honey. Okay. All I know is that Spirit is showing me that you're ready to define truth on your own terms. You ain't doing it the way it used to be done. You already like, look, that's outdated. I did that. I ain't doing that no more. You ready to define your own truth on your terms. Okay, so this is like this rebellious energy, but it's grounded in honesty. Virgo. Woo. So what brought Virgo to this point? It's like 3 cards that want to come out. Okay, I got the King of Pentacles reversed. Okay, the Hangman in the reverse, and then the High Priestess in the reverse. So I'm gonna show y'all all of these cards. All right. High Priestess reverse. Okay, so what it's sounding like, right? This could be a person, okay, that may have brought this on, right? This is a deep unraveling right here, y'all. So it may be a person that brought this on, like somebody that could be an authority figure or something like that. Um, you may have been tied to something that could have looked stable on the outside, okay, but it may be a job, because usually the Hierophant could represent like structures, universities, churches, things like that, right? But it wasn't nourishing your soul. So there's like this false sense of security here, where it may have been rooted in control, survival mode, or just staying where it's safe. And right now, Virgo is, I feel like you guys are moving past survival mode. You're realizing you don't got to be in that energy no more. 333. Okay. You've been stuck, not because you're lazy or unaware, but it's because you've been resisting the changes. Okay. You've been resisting the shift. And there's a part of you that's ready, or you already know, right? That that's what needs to change, or that is what is changing. Okay. Um, right now it feels like the pause that you've been in turned into some type of paralysis, right? Like it's like you've seen the light, but you're still clinging to the shade type energy. Like I've been getting this energy of Virgo being like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, kind of teeter-totter in here. And that's the disconnection um, that has come out of this whole situation, especially when it comes to your intuition with the High Priestess in the reverse position, right? And maybe you stop trusting your own self because of what others may have said. Your inner voice could have got drowned out by fear, doubt, or whatever, right? But either way, Spirit is saying the whole moment is about coming back to your truth. And that's what's happening. And that feels like that's that past energy, you know, that past energy of somebody stifling your voice, right? Somebody trying to control you, especially when it comes down to structures. Even when I hear down to like doing the traditional roles of marriage and things like that. Okay. And again, you're coming back to your truth. You're coming back home to self. It's like it's so much that you're doing right now where you are even creating tower moments in people's lives, right? Because you're breaking free. Now, when we fast forward, you know, to the present, your current energy is showing up again as this Hierophant reverse. So, again, you're breaking away from all of this. And so, what the Queen of Swords got to do with all of this, right? In the reverse, right? This is telling you question everything. Okay? Question everything. Spirit is telling you you need to question everything. But don't let your clarity turn into some type of coldness, right? Because that's what the Queen of Swords reverse does. Queen of Swords reverse gets very cold, okay? And you don't want that. You don't want to silence your heart in the process, okay? So there's a difference between boundaries and barricades, Virgo, right? So Virgo, this moment is very sacred. You're breaking cycles, you're unlearning patterns, and you're remembering who you are underneath all of the performance. You don't got to do it no more. You literally are like, you know what? Let me scratch that, right? You're operating in your most authentic self. Okay? So keep going, but soften your grip, right? Let truth meet tenderness. It's okay to be in that softness. And what I was thinking, like that soft girl era, right? And I know not all of you are females, right? But however, flip your roles. But you don't have to fight to be free, right? You just have to release. And that's just the overall message. Virgo, our season is coming up. You feel me? And yeah, we've learned a lot and been through a whole lot. I know I'm a Virgo too, myself, 9-9. But tell me about this Virgo season. It could just be one card, my spirit team, just to give us a glimpse. And I got the Two of Swords in an upright position. So, of course, you're going to have to make a decision about something, okay? And that's always the case. All right, Virgo, we always got to make choices about some shit, okay? All right, so this is telling me that Virgo season is bringing us to a threshold, all right? It's like a threshold of choice. And it's that moment where you're no longer blind, okay? But you're still hesitating to look all the way in. Got me? You may feel like stuck between or torn between two versions of you, right? That one that wants to stay comfortable and that one that knows it's time to evolve. That one that knows it's time to break these freaking structures, right? So Spirit is saying to you that this season will challenge you to choose clarity over comfort, okay? And to take your blindfolds off, to stop avoiding the truth you already feel in your gut. And yeah, Virgo, I already know, right? We love to like put the blindfolds on to shit because we don't feel like being bothered. Okay, so you're like, you know what? I'm gonna put it on and I'm gonna do what I gotta do, right? But you don't have to figure it all out right away. You don't have to do that anymore, right? Because you've already breaking the mold, for yourself. Okay, you do have to stop pretending. Okay, you do. You can't pretend no more. You have to go the way your soul is pulling you. All right? You know it. So this isn't just about making a decision. It's about becoming a version of you who literally trusts themselves to choose. You got this, okay? Your whole spirit, guides, team, everything. It's like, look, we got your back, boom. Okay? So make it happen, Virgy Bergs. All right, thank you so much. Hit the like button. Peace.